Finally. Out of the Nether. Mischievous intent. Goes nothing. Please don't break anything. Yes. Someone's coming back. And I'll tell you how I know. Because as I was taking down my glass factory from the last episode, I found this. We are so back, baby! And hey y'all, welcome back to Vi Plays Create on the MakeShift SMP. The last video is performing incredibly well. I'm really stoked you guys like the Nether hub. And today is a big day, aside from, you know, the massive progress that the channel's making. Also, I hit 1,500 subs. Freaking crazy. Many things are happening over here on the server, including but not limited to an insane update. We've added a ton of new mods, including the Macaws mods. He has a ton of decorative mods that are really, really good for building, and I'm really excited to start playing with those. And there might be a little bit of new life here on the server. And I think I'll cut right over to that. We found someone digging for fossils underground.
What are you guys looking for mostly?
Redstone.
Diamonds,
I'm so
actually.
Stupidly redstone starved all the time. I leave my shop for a day and I come back and there's nothing.
Can somebody please get the mobs?
Yep, I got him. He is like half armor, half iron. That's crazy. Oh god. There are so many mobs up there. What the heck? It's almost like somebody's been spending much time down here in the same area.
You're not mining, playing an MMORPG at this point.
He's coming. He's dive bombing. Anybody got torches?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I have a ton, yeah.
I don't have any. Oh, that's
Ooh,
an
a
iron
bow.
vein.
Ooh. Ah! Oh, my savior.
As usual.
Oh my.
What the?
what is
Hey,
that?
hey, 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 watch it! Watch it! Stop
Wait,
the
wait,
machine
wait, wait.
immediately!
What?
Wait,
Huh?
What is happening?
What is that?
Why are you not careful? Do you not know what this is?
I didn't do it.
What is
that
it?
was his.
No.
I'm here for moral
That was-
support.
This is a huge fossil and you almost ran right over it.
Hi, Nuka.
Hi.
What?
What?
Hi.
Sorry about your fossil.
It's safe so far. Thank you very much.
Wait, what are you doing here?
I found this huge fossil and I figured it would be such a great addition to my park.
A park?
Yeah.
What park?
So I
You're
am
under
building
the shopping district, I think.
the
No, you're under
shopping
Red
district.
District.
Wait, I can't have dug that far. I'm near my park.
What
Do you
fuck?
recognize the
What
massive
park?
caverns of tunnel bores, or is this fresh knowledge to you?
I don't know this,
Yeah, I think you might have dug pretty far.
but
Even
then
the
how am I
pet's
gonna get
confused.
this home?
I don't know. I mean, we have this fancy stuff called super glue. You might be able to super glue it together. You ever heard of that
That
before?
sounds pretty fancy. No, well, nah. what is
It's
this?
a fantastic thing. You can super glue it all together,
Super glue.
and it'll preserve the fossil as is.
That is so handy, though. Wait, so you just click them?
Like corner to corner, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still slightly confused. Who? What?
Hi, I'm Nuka. I apparently come very far away. I am recreating dinosaurs and building a park that people can come and see these amazing creatures in.
Hey, I know we updated the mod pack, but like, do we have dinosaurs to it?
I don't think so. She dug real far. She
Yeah.
dug to a whole new mod pack.
I ducked through dimensions.
There you go. And that is right. We've added a new member to the server. If you want to see the full interaction, you can go on over to Nuka's video to check it out. I'll leave hers linked in the description below. Go ahead, show her a little love. But for now, let's take a tour of the things that I've done in between episodes. Yeah, that's right. I put a 3x3 hole in bedrock. takes me right down into the Nether hub, right in between the portals actually. It's kind of perfect. If this thing is up on the roof, all you got to do is step on the pressure plate and it comes right back down. I actually covered up the hole entirely with copycat ghost blocks, so the contraption moves right through them, but you can't actually see through to the nether roof. I think it's kind of convenient. And that's not all I've done here in the hub. No, I've been busy. I went ahead and laid out the super glue required for our massive outer doors. And I've laid the foundations for the tunnel bore that will make all of our tunnels heading out to the outer reaches of the nether. All I really have to do is get this thing outfitted with a block of some sort to replace the outer walls with, connect it to a train, and we will lay a ton of rail. Oh, and the amount of effort it required to get these stupid doors to superglue properly is bonkers. In addition to several of the Macaws mods, we added an easy shulkers mod, meaning that I can right click to pull items out of them, even if they're in my ender chest. God, it makes everything so much easier. In fact, actually, I think I can even pull items from my ender chest. Yeah, like a bundle. I can scroll through it to select the item that I want to pull, and then I pull it out. Oh, so long as it's only one of them. It is incredibly convenient. And so far, I've got a pretty good idea of how I want these to come together, but I noticed another mistake. I was messing around in my creative test world, and I was like, la-di-da, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's not fine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's not centered. And don't worry, I've checked. This is the only one that's actually not centered. The rest of them are all perfect, but this one is off, meaning that I need to move this over one using the power of our super glue. How many times can a man mess up a build? And with that, it looks completely super glued to me. I'm just gonna grab a piston, extension arm, and a hand crank. And I should just be able to grab this right here, go like that. Actually, it's probably best if it sits outside the super glue. So I'll just stick it right here, facing that way. Give it a piston extension arm and hope. Well, that looked like it worked incredibly well. Are we centered? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And now I can go back through and remove all the super glue. I just got to make sure I don't hit any of those. What an odd thing to mess up on. Only on one side, right? Now the doors are already super glued, so they should be super easy to just push one to the side, but that's going to take a little bit of work. So I'm going to take care of that right now. And that is a door completely recentered. Don't mind the black concrete texture pack I have. It just makes it a little bit easier to see where stuff's supposed to be. But yeah, the doors are recentered. The drill is centered. Both tunnels on both sides of the door are also recentered, and so are these bits here that I'm kind of pretending are like alignment things. Like this would be like something that would keep the door in line so that things don't get bound and messed up. And I feel like this is a pretty decent opening size for a train to get through. I think I could probably raise that one up maybe another block. So yeah, it gives it like 2 blocks of space and then plenty of space up above. And I went ahead and made these like super duper thick, which I think kind of makes it look a lot better. Everybody likes a good hardy vault door. You know what I mean? I did run into a little bit of a problem with these. Whenever these doors shut, it's going to be a little bit more clear, but they will kind of run into that, which will keep the door from opening all the way. Now, I haven't really thought of a problem to fix that. Maybe ghost blocks, but I think once it gets to the top, it'll place it back in the world, and I think that would actually break the ghost blocks. I don't know. I probably need to have a deployer that's also laying out something to spawn-proof the tunnel itself. Now let's talk about block palette. While I could do something with limestone, I genuinely don't think I have enough of it. And also, it's a little bit too bright. I think for this large room, especially when I have my black concrete texture pack off, it really does well to stand out within the room, and it does look like a gateway to somewhere else, right? And I like that about the limestone, but I think in these long hallways, we could definitely switch it up to something a little bit more metallic, maybe. Now, I'm not going to use the large girders for that. That would be insane. That would cost so much, but I could use something like plating or dark metal. Let's go lay some stuff out. I want to see what all we have access to. Now, obviously, I have access to the normal create weathered iron blocks or blocks of industrial iron. But if I go ahead and toss some of those into a stone cutter, I can use some of these design and decor blocks to get a nice, smooth, connected texture for these as well. And I'm just looking for like a baseline. I'll do like a repeating pattern and maybe even like schematic and stuff later on. I just want to make sure the outside is done. Alternatively, we also have access, like I mentioned before, to dark metal plating, which is another connected texture that I think looks really good. And I've used a lot in a lot of my modern builds. These are fairly dark, and we could definitely go with something that's a little bit lighter. My system makes andesite for me automatically, so that can be super easy to get my hands on. Also stone. The cut stone is like a really nice texture. Ooh, and look, we get to see some of the macaw's stuff. Nice. They have gravestones. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. But yeah, imagine like a massive hallway of like this, sort of like a duct. Kind of looks like this metal. Yeah, I definitely think the lighter blocks are going to be better here. We'll add detail blocks in that'll be a lot darker. Probably in this kind of spectrum. Cut stone really does just look like metal. I mean, that just looks like like sheet metal. That's probably perfect. I think this is it gives it away a little bit too much. The variation from the dark to the light, that's definitely like a stone of some sort, and you can tell. So I think I have the base block that we can use that we can load up the train with. But if I'm going to start doing things with trains, that means I need train stuff. And I have not done any of that. It's actually kind of comical. I've done so much automation and still not that. Now I do already have infinite lava. I just need a place to start infinitely generating obsidian. Definitely doesn't have to take up a lot of space. But under the floor here, I should have... yeah, this right here, that's lava. So if I pulled off of that pipe and sent it over to this side, maybe I could just do like a small... I think it works where the drills will like speed up the breaking process if there's more than one. Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. So if I do something like that, a couple shafts on there, rotation direction doesn't matter so much. All I would need is a chute below and then a way to input it into our system. Oh, I don't think I've explained the crafting tree for the trains yet. Essentially, I need train casing. And train casing is made from, what the heck? Oh, I forgot we have the mixed casing mod. It kind of makes all of this process look crazy. I need brass casing, and then I need to click that with a sturdy sheet. Sturdy sheet is produced from spouting lava on top of powdered obsidian and smashing it twice. The powdered obsidian, obviously, is created from crushing obsidian, which is why I'm automating obsidian. Either way, I've got to move all of this. So let me get this set up, and I'll show you how it works. All right, now this looks a little bit crazy, but essentially I have my output here. This is the frog that's going to send the obsidian into the system, which is pulling packages from this item vault here, which is being fed by the chute here where blocks are getting broken. Hopefully blocks of obsidian. I did go ahead and lose a side to add in the frog port here, but I don't even know if this actually breaks faster. So what we're going to do first is we're going to test it. I have to hook this up to lava still. I'll go ahead and do that, and we should start getting obsidian. Beautiful. And it's already started breaking. Let me grab a timer. Around 9 seconds. Okay, and then if I go ahead and do that, nope, not like that. Okay, it did not speed it up at all. So test complete. I don't need to add more stress to my system. I can just do that. And honestly, I could probably make this a little simpler as well. And I'm officially farming obsidian. I just got to give this guy an address and a little bit of power. And I should monitor the system instead of actually giving that a constant power. But I shouldn't shut it off here. Actually, this should be constant. What I need to do is I need to shut it off here with a clutch. I'll go ahead and set this to white terracotta. I can go ahead and set the top to obsidian. I can set that to receive. And if I go down to my logistics level, I just need that guy, a redstone link. I need this to monitor obsidian. I need to add a connection to this redstone link, give it that same frequency. And then I just need to give this a target amount. Let's just say, I don't know, 10 stacks. And I am below the target amount, meaning that I want the farm to run. And once it goes above 10 stacks, it'll go ahead and turn on the redstone power and send a signal up to our farm. It'll supply the redstone power here, turning off the clutch and turning off the obsidian farm. Nice compact little unit here. It's not going to be fast, but that's kind of the name of the game of all of the stuff in this workshop. None of it's fast, almost. Now I don't have to feel guilty about taking a bunch of obsidian, sending that to my crusher to make a ton of powdered obsidian. I'm going to throw together a little bit of a thing to make some sturdy sheets. And this thing ain't too bad. It's pretty compact. I have my spout right here with the lava running over from here. I just had to do a little bit of reworking there. I just had to move the pump to here and run the pipe over and down. I then ran the pipe over to the spout, and I have my input frog here with its name buy sturdy sheets. This is where I'm going to be producing them. So when the system wants to make more sturdy sheets, it sends them over to this guy, who then puts them on the belt, spouts lava, and presses twice, sending it ultimately back into the main storage network. And I went ahead and also added a few factory gauges to make sure that we are getting these automatically. And it looks like we've already filled up. Obviously, this guy generates real slow, but this will send 32 obsidian to be crushed at a time, and it's a 1-to-1. You're always going to get a powdered obsidian, but you might also get the opportunity to get some obsidian back. Sometimes it doesn't actually use the obsidian. And same deal with the sheets. It'll send 32 at a time to produce 32 sturdy sheets. Now, to produce train casing, yeah, I still don't really have a brass casing thing set up. And I'm not going to be setting that up now. Well... Okay, I guess I can't automate brass casing. But obviously I don't have brass automated, but that's easy enough for me to just go purchase in stock. Now I just need to pull out a few of those brass casing and a few sturdy sheets. And I have the sturdiest rocks. I'm getting advancements. And I've hit the locomotive age. Now I can use these to make a few train controls and a few other train components that are going to make my life a lot easier. Also, I'm probably going to make some contraption controls while I'm here. I can pick up one of my old storage units, bring that on downstairs, and we can fill this guy up with a ton of stone, a few seats, and it looks like I have plenty of vaults. Now, this isn't going to be the type of contraption that I can just pick up and walk away with. I've got to be pretty careful with how I do this, since it's a train. So, let's throw together a little bit of a nether tunnel maker, shall we? Alright, I've been trying to do the stupid train thing, but I've been working on this stupid door for hours. I forgot I had to have the doors pretty much done before I can actually build the train there. So our newest server member is in need of an axe, max enchant, and that is where I come in. So I'm going to throw one together for her real quick, and then I'll get back to the train thing. Seems to work inside. Very weird. Well, hello there. How's it going?
Good.
It's looking great so far.
I'm trying to use the copycat thingies, which I haven't before. I really like that I can fill in small spaces so they don't look as harsh, and kind of shape it a little more.
They're so fun. It's honestly, it's a blast. There's your axe.
Thank you.
Oh my.
Here's your diamonds. Don't let
Thank
Queso
you.
steal them.
I would never. His ping is way too high.
I got a little tired of using this one.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And it has one slam left. So I was like, I need to order a new one if I can.
May I? May I?
He's gonna hit me with it.
I think it's more than one hit, but...
All right, enjoy the axe.
Okay,
Thank you for the
so-
diamonds.
Thank
For the
you.
rec-
That is homicide worthy. I cannot. Wow.
Wait, what is it? You little... Come here. Come here. Come here. You can't fly forever. I say as I jump after you. Bye.
Hi.
I'll pay you to kill him.
How much?
I paid.
I'll make it worth your while.
To make me not kill a wolf.
Kesa, don't you dare.
Don't do it.
How do you deal with the sound of so many mobs under your base?
Wait, there's no mobs under my base. What are you talking about?
There was a bunch earlier, the other day, I mean, in this area. There's like a cave,
Oh.
I think, near the surface.
Kesa said he
Yeah, I
filled it up with
went through
lights.
and lit it up a whole bunch.
Oh my god, you
Oh,
vile
there's.
person.
Oh, yeah, it's like right below here.
Oh, bye.
Got it. You got a light source?
Just I can throw you some, yeah. Wait, how will this look?
Wait, how'd you get this thing?
Good job.
I expect my payment
I will
when you next
get
have diamonds.
Eventually. Yeah.
I got his vaults back. I'm gonna toss him on top of his body over here.
Oh, good.
I don't have anything to fill that hole back in. Sorry, I don't have any dirt.
It's okay. I got it.
See ya.
See you.
And I know, the train is not completely done. The thing that we're going to use to drill out the holes and lay the foundations for the tunnels, it's not done. But I decided instead of just like finishing that up completely, also I kind of dislike the way it looks. I'm going to change it a bunch probably. Instead of doing all that, I decided I was going to pop back over here into the overworld, and I threw together a little bit of a system that I can use to create these cut stone blocks from the design and decor mod. And I'm gonna fill up a few full-size vaults full of cut stone. And it's a little bit messy. Yeah, I have stone going to this vault here, and then we're sawing it and sending it into that vault there. And I did a little bit of a... It's a roundabout way of doing things. I set up an entirely separate cobblestone generator, and I went ahead and threw that in down here in the logistics level. I have 3 cobblestone generators here from the Dreams and Desires mod, spitting out the cobblestone, rolling them onto this, and the fan blows them into this vault right here. And then this output directly sends to the vault upstairs. Now each of these is threshold switches so that they don't overflow or anything. So I'm like perfectly fine to leave the area. So I went mining and I grabbed a ton of redstone so that I could make a ton of these. I don't know what happened to the ones that were given to me to make the tunnel bore, the thing that I used to clear out the Nether a couple episodes back, but they are gone. I think there's a bug. I think there's a bug with the create mod toolboxes. I'm scared to know how many things I've deleted over the course of me playing on this server. If you pick the items up in a toolbox in a contraption and place it back down, I think it resets it back to 128 blocks, which is like fine for the most part because all of these for me are set to like, I think 2 stacks. Yeah, 2 stacks, 2 stacks, 2 stacks. But whenever I took all those deployers from the tunnel bore and added them back to my toolboxes and then picked up my workshop, I think I deleted like 400 of them. I don't know. But hey, I got a bunch now and I'm not putting them in toolboxes. In fact, I've been pulling them out of the toolboxes as my system creates more of them. And I need these because I went into a creative world and I added a little bit of a front face full of deployers so that we can delete the lava blocks. It's kind of the same way we were doing it before, but just on a round, flat face. I'll show you here in a second. And as this final vault fills up, we're only at about 30k, so that's still got like 2/3 left to go. I'll be able to pick up these 4 full vaults of 103,000 of each of these cut stone, and I'll be able to attach these to the train, and the deployers will be able to actually place the tunnel. Hopefully. I don't know, this thing is kind of massive. Create wasn't really designed to do things this scale. Let's just hope it works. My creative testing was inconclusive to say the least. So I'm going to go ahead and grab up these. We're going to take these to the overworld. And it should be fine for me to leave the system here, crafting up even more of the stone blocks. I did pop into the Nether to grab a quick chunk loader. I snatched a ghast from K-Saw's little platform on the roof, and I should be able to place this right about here and set this to a 5x5, I think. The chunk loader is in this chunk. It'll load this one, this one, this one. It should be fine if the power source is in unloaded chunks. I believe that's how the chain conveyors are supposed to work. So, I mean, I'm just gonna leave, and we're just gonna hope. Let's go get this train finished up. And you know what? The tunnels ain't too bad. I mean, even with no details in it yet, like there's nothing really going on inside here. It still feels like with the shaders on, dude, it's just crazy. I like this. Now I want to get cooking a little bit. I want to get some segments that I can take, put in a schematic, and then paste over and over again with the schematic cannon. And what I do think I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to like smooth off the bottom side of this. I don't think I'm going to use the full circle, but just because like it doesn't really make sense to have a circular tunnel this big, and I think it would be a little bit of a better shape if I go ahead and give it like a flat bottom from here, and then I can actually use slabs for this portion and spawn proof it. So I'm going to pop into a creative test world and I'm going to see what I can cook up as far as segments go. And before I get too crazy while doing all the tunnel stuff, I want to take a second to just look back at the insane Nether hub, and dang, dude, I really like the way this came out. And okay, I fixed it. But there was an insane number of suggestions for what we should name this place. Because at the very end of the episode, I did kind of offer up the option for y'all to go ahead and select a name. And there was a lot of really great options. But I did get a comment from Kova Nova with a few different suggestions, one of them being platform Kenos, which is the Greek word for void or emptiness, which is not a bad shout. I don't know if I'm going to go with the platform, but Kenos, that's something I can work with. And I like having the Greek mythology kind of as an influence. That's like a cool like suggestion. And it did briefly make me consider Asphodel Station. That wasn't suggested by anyone else, but you know, that goes kind of hard, you know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the fields of Asphodel, the Asphodel Meadows, which is like, I don't know, the Greek mythology version of Purgatory. It's where the souls that are not bad, but they're not good go. And this could be the starting point for the underworld. It could definitely have an Asphodel vibe to it. So you'll have to tell me how you feel about it. Do we go with Kenos Station? Asphodel Station? I think I'll make this the final decision making. We got to pick between those two. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. And you can just write Kenos or Asphodel. And I still have lots left to do, but I'm going to need a little bit of time to do it. And with all of the fancy new stuff happening over here on the server, this episode took a little bit longer to make than I thought. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you like the video, like it, and if you want to subscribe, do it. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you again for 1,600 subs. It actually went up another 100 while I was recording this and editing. I think it's actually at 1,650. Now I'm going to check. it. What does it say? It says 1,651. Crazy. See you guys. Now off to build a tunnel